All of these, according to Husserl, are a sign of cultural degeneration. And the source of this cultural degeneration is our lack of knowledge of ourselves and the world around us. When he's writing Philosophy and the Crisis of European Man, let's think about his context. He was a professor at the University of Freiburg until 1933, when he was dismissed from his post because he was a Jew. Right? National Socialism comes in, and he gets replaced by one of his students, Martin Heidegger. And at that time, it seems clear enough to Husserl that Western culture is collapsing. One of the results of this Democritean tradition, as opposed to the revived Platonic Aristotelian tradition, is that the fact-value distinction emerges. We get various kinds of relativisms. We get various kinds of will-to-power voluntaristic philosophies. All of these, according to Husserl, are a sign of cultural degeneration. And the source of this cultural degeneration is our lack of knowledge of ourselves and the world around us. So what he's trying to do is sort of like Ajax. I don't know if you know the Iliad, but Ajax preventing the Trojans from burning the Greek ships. He stands there and will not move. And there is something tremendously heroic about it, even though he may be fighting phantom battles. All right? He thinks, at least, that what he's doing is absolutely essential to the project of our culture. And the problem that we're going to find, or one of the problems we're going to find in this procedure of looking into ourselves, is that it could easily become frivolous or arbitrary. In other words, once I look into myself, I suppose I could tell you the immediate contents of my experience, but the problem is that that would be arbitrary and completely subjective. That's not going to give us an ultimate foundation. So we have to do something with our looking into ourselves, with our turning inward. And what Husserl wants to do is use a method for examining the contents of our psyche, and that method will be called phenomenology. What he will do is something called the epoché, which is a translation of the idea of suspension. Like Descartes, when he says, I'm going to doubt the whole external world, what Husserl wants to do is, first of all, suspend the whole external world. In other words, it's not that he disbelieves in it. In other words, he's not being skeptical of the existence of tables and chairs the way Descartes did in the Discourse on Method. He's not denying their existence. He's just saying that the whole external world is irrelevant. Bracket it. Right? In the strict mathematical sense of bracketing a problem, because remember, he had his training as a mathematician. So we're going to bracket the problem of the external world and leave out all that stuff. And bracketing the external world means that we're going to leave out a great deal of human experience. For example, this will leave out things like cause and effect relationships. Why? Because as Hume points out, we don't see cause and effect in the world, we just see one thing happening after another. All scientific theorems will be left out. Mathematical deductions will be left out. We're going to be left with the pure, raw data of being a human being. And what Husserl thinks is that there's something common to all of us that we're going to discern there.